here together for this morning music and mindfulness. This is actually going to be our second to last time together for me leading this prayer experience for us on these Thursday mornings. I'm so glad that you're joining us. If you are joining us, please, I hope that you will comment on the Facebook, or on YouTube. I hope you'll let me know that you're here. You can follow along praying with me this morning by using Mishkan Tefillah, our Reform Movement prayer book. And our Reform Movement prayer book is, we're going to begin on page 24 with Modeh Ani, I am grateful, Moda Ani. And our tradition teaches that we begin each and every morning with this chance for gratitude. Elizabeth, good morning. I see you've commented. Good morning to you, Boker Tov. And good morning to all of you who are joining us. It's a prayer experience as we begin Pride Month, LGBTQ Pride Month. You see behind me mostly barren walls here in the office, but a pride flag as well. A flag that stands for celebrating the unique identities we bring to this world, the unique ways that we are all created in God's image. Modeh Ani, Moda Ani, page 24 in Mishkan Tefillah. Modeh Ani lefanecha melech chai v'kayam. 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 Shechazarta bi nishmati bechemla. Shechazarta bi nishmati bechemla. Rabba emunatecha. Modeh Ani lefanecha melech chai v'kayam. Modeh Ani lefanecha melech chai Boker Tov, thank you all for the comments I'm seeing. Matthew, Larry, John, Glenn, Doug, John, good morning. And Refuah Shlema, John, to you. Speedy recovery. To all of you who are joining us, thank you for joining me for this morning prayer experience. This has been a way throughout this past year, throughout 15 months really, to connect online once a week, to start our day with some healing breath, some healing prayer, some reminders of the way that our morning prayers teach us how to start our day. They give us routine, they give us rhythm, they give us some chance for discipline and gratitude. So we're going to continue with Elohai Neshama, the blessing for our souls themselves. In Mishkan Tefillah, you can find it on page 34. But you can, before we sing this together, and I hope you'll sing along. Before we do, though, I hope that you will take a deep breath with me. That neshima aruka, that deep breath, is connected to our neshama, our soul. God breathed into us from that very first breath of life. Good morning to Sandra and Mark. Good morning to all of you who are joining us. Let's join together in Mishkan Tefillah, page 34. Elohai Neshama. Elohai, Elohai, Neshama, Neshama, Shenatatani, Shenatatami, Tehorani, Tehorani. Elohai, Elohai, Neshama, Neshama, Shenatatami, Shenatatami, Tehorani, 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 Tehorani. Of course, June is LGBTQ Pride Month. We celebrate Pride every day. Here at Congregation Kol Ami, we celebrate Pride for the entirety of this congregation's history. But one of the blessings we say at our morning blessings every day is the blessing She'asani b'tzelem Elohim, Brucha atya Shechina, Ruach haolam. Blessed are you, divine presence of the universe, spirit of the world. She'asani b'tzelem Elohim, that you made me in God's image. And there's a beautiful teaching that I love to share, particularly during Pride, about what it means to be created in God's image. It's a midrash, comes from the Talmud, and it says, it talks about I think the image it uses is that of a king or a ruler pressing a coin. And it says, a human king, a king of flesh and blood, presses a coin and makes many coins from the same mold, and each one is exactly the same. But how miraculous that the king of all being, that the source of all creation, uses the same mold to create all human beings, but each one of us comes out differently. Each one of us is formed B'Tselem Elohim, in that mold, in that image of God, with that divine presence among us. But each of us is so different and so sacred and so unique. May this be our blessing. If you are blessing something this morning, if you are grateful for something, please share in the comments on Facebook or on YouTube. We hope that you will share those blessings in your life. Share perhaps what you are proud of as we enter this LGBTQ Pride Month together. Page 52 in Mishkan Tefillah, the beginning of Ashrei. We'll pray together another melody that calls us to focus on our breath. could return to that breath. And we call ourselves to prayer with the words, am I awake? Am I prepared? The words of Noah Aronson, along with the words of Cantor Ellen Dreskin, which ask us how will we let the prayers of our tradition change our lives? Am I awake? Am I prepared? Are you listening to my prayer? Can you hear my voice? Can you understand? Am I awake? Am I prepared? Am I awake? Do I hear the call? Will I let these prayers change my life at all? How will I respond to the prayer's request? When I have the choice, will I choose to bless? Yada-da-da-da, 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 You can return to that breath as we prepare to say the Shema. Page 64 and 65 of Mishkan Tefillah. The words that declare God's oneness, the oneness of all creation that we strive to connect with through our prayer, through our breath. Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad. 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 Baruch Shem Kevod Malchuto Le'olam Va'ed. On page 67, in the middle of the page in Mishkan Tefillah, we find these words that are a reminder for us of our covenant with the divine, of our covenant with that source of creation. It says, if we can hear the words from Sinai, then love will flow from us. And we shall serve all that is holy with all our intellect and all our passion and all our life. If we can serve all that is holy, we shall be doing all that humans can to help the rains to flow, the grasses to be green, the grains to be golden like the sun, and the rivers to be filled with life once more. All the children of God shall eat, and there will be enough. But if we turn from Sinai's words, if we serve only what is common or profane, making gods of our own comfort and power, then the holiness of life will contract for us. Our world will grow inhospitable. Let us therefore lace these words into our passion and our intellect and bind them as a sign upon our hands and eyes. Let us write them in mezuzot upon our doors and teach them to our children. Let us honor the generations that came before us, keeping the promise for those yet to be. I think that honoring the generations that came before us is part of what this LGBTQ Pride Month is actually all about, as we march towards continued freedom and equality and justice, as we work to build a world where all people are accepted and loved in dignity for who they are. We have to honor those who paved the trail. We have to honor those who came before us. That we have made so many gains, despite still having so far to go, is no accident. It came by hard work and sacrifice and marching hand in hand together towards that freedom and that dignity and that pride. On page 74, we will begin together the words of prayer that begin our tefillah. And if there's something you are praying for, something you need help making real in the world, you can add it to the comments now. Our weekday tefillah is a chance to talk directly to the divine, directly to that source of all, to help make real, to help realize in your life the things that you need. Sfatai tiftach, Adonai Sfatai tiftach, ufi yagid tehilatecha, ufi yagid tehilatecha. Adonai Sfatai tiftach, Adonai Sfatai tiftach, ufi yagid tehilatecha, ufi yagid. Of course, there are so many in our world and in our lives who are in need of healing. Healing still from the ongoing coronavirus pandemic, healings from physical ailments, from surgeries and sickness, healing from mental health situations, healing of our world and of the injustices that still plague our planet. If there is someone you are praying for, or if you're praying for yourself, you can let us know in the comments. John, we're thinking of you. I see in the comments that you are on a healing journey, and we're thinking of all of you who are in need of healing this morning. I invite you to share names aloud or send someone, a loved one, a message, a text message or a note. Give them a call. Let them know you're thinking of them as we pray this prayer for healing together. Mi sheberach avotenu Avraham, Yitzchak veYaakov, Mi sheberach imotenu Sarah, Rivka, Leah veRachel. May the one who blessed our mothers, may the one who blessed our fathers, hear our prayer, hear our prayer, hear our prayer, hear our prayer, and bless us as well. us with the power of your healing. Bless us with the power of your hope. May our hearts be filled with understanding and strengthened by the power of your love. Bless us with the vision for tomorrow. Help us reach out to those in pain. May the warmth of friendship ease our sorrow. Give us courage, give us faith, show us the way. Sheberach Avotenu, Avraham, Yitzchak, veYaakov. Sheberach Imotenu, Sarah, Rivka, Leah, veRachel. May the ones who blessed our mothers, may the ones who blessed our fathers, hear our prayer, hear our prayer, hear our prayer, hear our prayer, and bless us as well. Thank you for joining me, Rabbi Max Chaikin here at Congregation Kol Ami, West Hollywood, California, for this morning music and mindfulness experience. I'll be leading us one more time next week in this prayer experience, and it has been a pleasure and an honor to be with you these Thursday mornings. We have a few more seats for part of our farewell festivities this weekend on Shabbat morning. Shabbat evening tomorrow night is full, but you can join us here 6:30 p.m. Streaming live from our parking lot. There are still a few seats to join us in person Shabbat morning, and to stop by Sunday morning as well to say hello and farewell, lehitraot. You can find out all the details about this weekend and everything else that's going on at Kol Ami at kol-ami.org. We'll close with Oseh Shalom. We'll close with a prayer for peace and wholeness in our world. I hope you'll sing along with me. Oseh Shalom bimromav hu yaseh Shalom aleinu. Oseh Shalom bimromav hu yaseh Shalom aleinu. Oseh Shalom bimromav hu yaseh Shalom aleinu. Yaseh Shalom, Yaseh Shalom, Shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael. Yaseh Shalom, Yaseh Shalom, Shalom aleinu ve'al kol yoshvei tevel. Yaseh Shalom, Yaseh Shalom, Shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael. Yaseh Shalom, Yaseh Shalom, Shalom aleinu ve'al kol yoshvei tevel. Boker Tov.